Hello CMA students, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. It is free of classes with based on institute material. So please give the thumbs up and like, subscribe to our channel. So in this live session, we cover ethics study note number 15 of the institute material. So this study, what is the study note? This include ethics, meanings and importance and natural relevance to the business, values and attitudes of professional accountants, seven principles of public life and ethics of business. So these four topics we cover under this lecture. If you like it, please give the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. So let's start with the ethics, meanings and importance and nature and relevance to the business. So understand the concept and if you understand the concept, it easily we crack the questions, short type of questions, that is MCQs. So let's start. Ethics. Business is an extension of society. No business can sustain in the long run ignoring the social values. So business is an extension of society. No business can sustain in the long run ignoring social values. So if you ignore the if business if business can ignore the social values, they can sustain in the long run. So individual values percolate into the society and turns into social values, which is started adopted by the corporates and became corporate values. Corporate ethics, therefore, by choosing the adopting and practicing the good thing and avoid bad things. Right and wrong varies from company to company, but there are some virtues and values and which are universally accepted. So ethics is a set of rules that define right and wrong conduct. So this slide is very important. Ethics is a set of rules that define right and wrong and conduct. The term ethics derived from Latin word. The term ethics is derived from Latin word, which means ethos. So which means ethos, which is derived from a Latin word is called ethos. So ethos, this is very important. Ethics is derived from Latin word ethos, which means character. Ethics is a social science which deals with the concepts such as right and wrong, moral and immoral, good and bad behavior for dealing with one another. Ethics is the basic concepts and fundamental principles of this decent human conduct. It universal includes the study of universal values such as essential qualities of men and women, human are natural rights. Obedience to the law of land, concern for the health and safety, and increasingly also natural environment. Ethics are the set of moral principles that guide a person's behavior. These morals are shaped by are often used to describe the application of ethical values and to the business activities. Ethics applies to all aspects of conduct and relevant to the actions of individual groups and organizations. In addition to individual value ethics, corporate ethics are these. There are professional ethics, such as managers, lawyers, and accountants are individuals who exercise specialized knowledge and skills to when providing services to the customers or to the public. By virtue of their profession, they have obligation to those they serve. For example, lawyers must hold the client conversation confidently, and accountants must display the highest levels of honesty and integrity in their record keeping and financial analysis. Professional organizations such as American Medical Association and licensing authorities such as state governments set and enforce the ethical standard. These are the evolution of ethics. So, some brief. Let us discuss the brief. So, the first point is Business is an extension of society. No business can sustain in the long run ignoring social values. So individual values percolate into the society, turns into social values. So first of all, business is can sustain in the long run without social values. So without social values, business can sustain. So business can't run in the long run. So ethics is a set of rules defined right or wrong. Ethics is defines as a set of rules, rights or wrong. Set of rules that define right and wrong conduct. The term ethics is derived from Latin word which means character. The Latin word ethos which means character. Latin word which means character. Latin word ethos which means characters. Ethics is depends upon the human conduct and human principles is the main fundamentals of principles. Ethics is a set of moral principles that guide a person's behavior. These personal behavior turns into moral concerns, social norms, cultural practice, and religious influences. They reflect these beliefs: what is right, what is wrong, and what is just and what is unjust, what is good and bad, in terms of human behavior. These are the very important characteristics of ethical behavior. Next, moving to the next topic, types of ethics. Ethics can be divided into three types: meta ethics, normative ethics, applied ethics. So ethics may be divided into three types of as follows: meta ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Meta ethics deals with the moral judgment. It looks the origins and meanings of ethical principles. Meta ethics deals with the nature of moral judgments. Meta ethics also origins and meanings of ethical principles. Normative ethics is the concern with the content of moral judgment and the criteria of what is right and wrong. Normative ethics is the content of moral judgment. Is concerned with the content of moral judgment. What is right and what is wrong? Criteria. And the criteria means condition. Criteria for the what is right and wrong. Applied ethics looks at controversial topics like war, animal fights, and capital punishment. The applied ethics. So applied ethics looks at controversial topics like animal fights and capital punishment. Capital punishment. So types of ethics is meta ethics, normative ethics, applied ethics. Types of ethics can be divided into three types. So three types is the types of ethics. Ethics can be divided into three types. That is meta ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Meta ethics deals with the moral judgment. Normative ethics is the concern with the content of moral judgment and the criteria of what is right or wrong. So applied ethics deals with the controversial topics like war or animal fights and capital punishment. So what is the important ethics in business? So what is the importance of ethics? So ethics requires for human life. It is our means deciding the course of an action without actions with random and it would be without actions would be random and aimless. So there would no way towards works a goal to work towards to a goal because there would be no way to pick them between the by limitless numbers of goals. Even with an ethical standard, we may unable to pursue our goals with the possibility of success. To the degree of which a rational ethical standard is taken, we are able to correctly organize our goals and actions to accomplish our most important values. Any flaw of our ethics will reduce our liability to successfully do our endeavors. A proper foundation of ethics requires a standard of values to which all goals and actions can be compared to. This standard is our own lives and the happiness which make them livable. This our ultimate standard of life value, the goal in which the ethical man must have aim always. The ethical man must have always aim. It is arrived by an emergence. It by not only examination man's nature and recognize the peculiar needs. Recognize his peculiarities. A system of ethics must further consist of not only emergency situation but also but the day-to-day choices you make constantly. The day-to-day make you make constantly. It must include our relations to others and recognize that their importance not only physical world survival but to our well-being happiness but our well-being happiness. It must recognize that our lives are end in themselves and that sacrifice is not only necessary but it destructive. But it is but distractive. But it is destructive means destroy all everything without emotion. This is the important ethics of our human life. Without ethics, we can't sustain in the life without happiness and livable with the aimless. This is the brief summary of this paragraph. So hopefully you will understand. Ethics is required by human life. It means decide what we do, what is the course of action we do. It is very important in the in the modern world. Ethics without actions would be random and aimless. This would be no way to work towards the goal because of would be no way to pick up the between the limitless number of goals. Even though with the ethical standard we are unable to pursue our goals, so we can't a possibility for success. So without ethics we can't uh, able to succeed our goals in the long run. So ethics is very important to our human life. These are goals without accomplish our important values. So we accomplish our important values to the society. Without we ignoring the social values. It depends on our day-to-day choice. So ethics and nature are relevance to the business. So ethics nature and relevance to the business. Several factors play a role in the important in success in the victory because that is behind the scope of financial statements and allowed. So several factors play a role in the success of a company that is behind the scope of financial alone. Organizational culture, management philosophy, and ethics in business each have impact and how well business perform in the long term. So ethics is very important to sustain. We already discussed in the evolution. So without ethics, we can't sustain in the long run in business or human life. So if use ethics will be correctly, we will succeed in the future in the long term. As it's the same is concerned with the business also. If a business is doing profitability with the long run, we need to make a good ethics. That's why our institute will be added to your in the management organizational professional. So we need to understand the ethics very important. So this is the very short ethics. So we will discuss so far. So it is very nature and relevance to the business. Without ethics, the business without ethics with business, the business cannot be sustained in the long run. So starting with the first line. So without business is an extension of society. No business can sustain in the long run without ignoring social values. So like this, business ethics is very important for in the future for organization long term accepts for success. So no matter what is the size of industries, level of profit and organization, business ethics are one of the most important aspects of long term success. That's why discussed here earlier. So several factors plays a so a lot of factors have been contributed to the success of a business with the help of ethics, with either industrial is no matter of either the size, industry or level of property, whatever organization is, business ethics is one of the most important aspects of the long-term success. A long-term success is very important because business is continuous the long run. That is the main the main motto of the business organizations. So several factors the role of several factors play a role in the success of business behind the scope of financial statements alone. So, organizational structure, management philosophy, and ethics and in business each have an impact on how well business performs in the long term. That is the key. That is the key to success of every business. Philosophy, ethics in business can have an impact. How the impact is going on with the business performance in the long term. What is no matter the size, the industry, level of profitability is doesn't important. We need to improve if an organization or whatever business may be size or age either. So business ethics is very important aspect of a long-term success. That's why the ethics is the nature. Ethics nature is very important of the business. So hopefully understand. Understand the concept. That's it. So we need to write the write to no need to write the elaborate questions. So just understand. If you understand it, you easily crack the MCQs and also practical problem. Understanding is the main concept here. First step. So the management teams you set the tone how the entire company runs day-to-day basis when the prevailing management philosophies is based on ethical practices and behavior. Leaders with their with their organization can direct employees by example, guiding them in making the decisions that are not only beneficial to them as an individual, but also to the organization as a whole. Building on the foundation is a ethical behavior helps to create the positivity, positive effect, long lasting positive effect. Sorry, effects, long-lasting effects for a company. That is the main motto. So we discussed so long-lasting positive effects for a company. If the organization is the management teams to certain entire for day-to-day business, the management team sets to control the employees and of the organization. So not but also individual, but also to the organization. So the organization is whole as a whole. So organization has been contributed to the management, and management is follow the ethics to the same employees with the directly or indirectly for controlling the day-to-day business and for long to helps with the ethical behavior. The ethical behavior helps to the create the long-last positive effects of to the company, including the ability to attract and retain the highly talented individuals for building the maintain the positive reputation with their community within the community. Running a business in a ethical manner from top down to build a strong bond between the individuals on the management team. Further, it creating stability within the company. When management is leading an organization in an ethical manner, employees follow those footsteps. So whatever management does, either ignoring ethics or follow the ethics doesn't matter. So employees are follow the management footsteps, follow the management. So employees make better decision in less time with business. It is guiding the principles to increase this increase the productivity and overall employment morale. So when employees complete the work in a way that is the based on honesty and integrity, the whole organization believes employees who work for a corporation that demands a high standard but business and ethics in all facets, all phases of operations are to perform their job duties at higher level and also more instilled to stay loyal at organization. To stay loyal to that organization. The importance of business ethics reaches for behind employee loyalty and moral strength of an organization, of a management team, based team board. As a team board is used with ethics and they become more more liable to the of that organization. Ethical operation can company can directly related to profitability in both short term and long term. So ethical operations of a company related to the profitability in both short term and long term. The reputation of business can be surrounding business from the surroundings community. Other business of an individual investors is a paramount for determining whether a company is worthwhile for investor. If a company reputation is less than perfect based on perception that it does not operate ethically, investor also are less incentive to buy a stock. Otherwise, support his operation, support his operations. With the consistent ethical behavior comes increasingly positive public law. There are few others where with the consistency of ethical behavior comes with increasingly positively in public law, public image, and there were few consideration as important to potential investors and current stakeholders. To retain a positive image, the business must be committed to operate ethical foundation as it results to treatment of employees respect to surrounding environment for fair market practices in terms of price and consumer treatment. So that is the nature and relevance of business. So several factors have played an important role in the business organization scope of financial statement. The several factors play the role in the success of business company that behind the scope of financial alone. Without long term they can't sustain. This is the applies also management rules. That is for the basic example. So ethics and nature and relevance we finished. So we will continue tomorrow. Next now continue.